capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And that's the opening bell, round one. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Catch and shoot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. Unlucky to miss with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get...
Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
They exchanged punches. That left hook just missed. And that jab just missed with the left hand. That counter punch caught him clean. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. done with that counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The straight right just misses. Can't score with that hook again. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice slip to avoid the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Straight right just misses. Punching, and it's survival time for Benevidez. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Benevidez now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Can't land the jab there. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
The perfect counter lands. The defense failed them. Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the jab. And he scores with the counter. That's not legal. Nobody home with that hook. David Benevidez might be ready to go. No, we don't. So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
The referee might need to take a point here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
So one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. And the Mexican monster might be... And the big Mexican monster is down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
Talk about David Benevidez. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning.